Today's collectible spot, we are having a look at the brand new K'NEX Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2 Series 4 blind bag figures. Spot managed to pick up 4 bags, and at least, unlike the Mario ones, these ones here are in proper sequence. However, I could only find 0, 5, 1, and 6. Couldn't find the last 4 of these, the last 3 of these. There was a lot of doubles actually in the case, allowing me really only to pick up the 4. So we're going to open these up and find out which ones that we got inside. Really a nice cast of characters in the Series 4 lineup. Of course, I do have to tell you that these are recommended for ages 5 and up. There's a choking hazard. Toy contains small ball or small part, not for children under 3 years of age. The back, you can head over to K'NEX.com. You can also follow them on Facebook.com/K'NEX. There's your code down below once again. I managed to get 0, 5, 1, and 6. I couldn't find the other 3. So what we're going to do is Spot's going to grab his knife. I got old right here. Yes, I know I could easily just rip these bags open, but we're going to use the knife for it. And I think what we'll do is we'll start with 0, 5, and then we'll at least go through the proper sequence until we reveal all, well, at least the first 4, and then the other 3, I'll see if I can try to pick these up later. So we'll go ahead and, with the help of said knife, cut the plastic very easily on the first bag, revealing to us the card inside. In this case, I guess we do have the Colonel. I don't know if that's actually his name. In fact, actually, I have not played Garden Warfare. Dump out the contents here. I'm trying to think of actually this character's name. I think it's like, it is like Colonel Corn. I think his name is Colonel Corn. And again, that's how everything kind of comes together. There's a lot built in this character. Let's see here if we can get everything together. So we will take the stem and we will attach this little bottom section here, like so. And then this goes into the base, giving us something that looks like this. Then you can take the additional kernels, and there's little holes on the undersides of the kernels. They attach right to the there's little points, little tips there. You attach those, like so. And then we can go ahead and add these. Actually, I think, yeah, it goes this way around. There we go. And attach the other one like so. You can attach corn kernels to those. Actually, it's more of a cob of corn, a full cob. Attaches like so. There we go. And lastly, finishing up things, we're going to attach the top. Goes like this. And attach the head. And then we're going to attach the little, kind of like a little ponytail. It's kind of like a little rat tail. There you go. I think his name is Colonel Corn. And what a kernel of corn he is. Actually, he's got a couple of kernels and then some. There's a little posability in these as well. I guess the top part rotates, and then the head can kind of rotate as well. Colonel Corn, ladies and gentlemen. I think that's his name. We'll put that right there. All right, so let's open up bag number 2. Oh, by the way, let's do these in proper sequence. Bag number 5, which would be the second bag, so 0, 5. See the little underline under the 5? I'm going to go ahead and cut that open. Okay, and unlike actually the Mario, these ones don't tell you the names. At least I don't see the names anywhere on here. So like for example, I think this one is called Rose. Simple enough. Does not actually tell you the names though anywhere on here. Again, this is going to be a more involved build, as we do have to add some extra stuff to this one. And we just want to add the arms, which look like they are ball joints. Yes, they are ball joints. It's remarkable what a ball joint can do, eh? The world so tied up with swivel joints for the longest time. just a simple ball, you can get some additional motion and movement in arms. This then goes, I think, to the top here. Oops. This goes to the top. Doesn't really peg into place, but then we'll go ahead and take the head, slide it through everything. That'll keep everything together. Attach the top part of Rose. I hear Rose, I think Golden Girls. It's not Golden Girls. Although Betty White, still pushing on. Betty White is still just a survivor. All the other Golden Girls sadly have passed. Old Betty White still pushing on. There's Rose. Or I think it is Rose. I think that's the name of the character, Rose. Again, some arm articulation, head articulation. Rose. All right, so next one we have is 5. Next one is 1. Underline 1. Can't believe how careless Spot was with the last Mario ones. Oh boy, I just grabbed a handful. Just basically went and just dumped the contents. I think I should have just grabbed the box, to be honest. The next one, though, is... I don't know if I remember this one's name. Is it Citron? Something like Citron, because he's a giant... It looks like some sort of mechanical orange. He looks like he's got a lot to build as well. Funny enough, though, it seems like all the starting numbers, so far I've gotten plants. No zombies yet to speak of. Let's go ahead and grab... Okay, so we're going to attach that to the bottom first. I guess I could have added the legs first. Didn't really think that one out, but nonetheless, add the legs. There we go. Legs, legs, legs. These are all a little difficult to get on there, but they're all ball joints, so they're going to have quite a bit of posability. There we go. We got the legs. You can see they all look like little half oranges, or quarter slices of orange. And we can go ahead and add the top, which I think just very simply pegs into place. There we go. Citron, that is his real name, also has a little cannon arm. And then, for good measures, also has these little spikes, little doodad spikes that you can attach to the top of his head. And they look like they are specific shapes. So only some will go in some areas versus the others. That goes into the end. There we go. Whoops. Try that again. That goes to the end. There we go. And where'd the other... Oh, there's the other piece right there. That plugs into place like that. And there you have Citron. I think that's his name, Citron. A little posability in his legs. Probably my favorite, I think, from this set so far. Along with Colonel Corn and Rose. Not Betty White. The last one feels a lot smaller. And I think it's probably going to be a zombie. We got dash underline 6. Underline 6. Open up the contents. See what we got. Now, unlike the Mario you pull out the little card. I don't know if I mentioned this already, but pull out a little card, it'll tell you who it is. Not these ones, though. They just give you the build. Just the build. And, I don't know, this is just like a soldier zombie. Soldier zombie. Dump out the contents. Zombies are a little more difficult to build because they've got such small arms. So for example, you attach the torso into place. That seems pretty easy enough. Then you gotta attach these tiny... I need smaller hands. That's what my problem is. Smaller hands. Somebody might say, yeah, Spot, that's exactly what the problem is. Smaller hands. Be nice. Gonna go ahead and touch the hands, then go ahead and attach the arms. There we go. Attach the ball joint to the head, and it's such a tight fit. There we go, there we go. And finally attach the helmet. Of course, you know, you want to protect that brain. The irony to, I think, some of that. There's Soldier Zombie. I think that is his name, Soldier Zombie. And he has posability in his arms, elbows, wrists, waist, legs, and little tiny knees. Here you have Soldier Zombie. Alright, so let's have a look at the things that we did get in this set. Didn't get the whole set, unfortunately. I just popped the leg off. Didn't get the whole set, unfortunately, but I would like to go back and pick up more of these. Honestly speaking, I think the plants are kind of cooler than the zombies themselves, but got Army, Fatigue, Military, Soldier, Zombie. Soldier on, Soldier, Soldier on. Also got Citron, Colonel Corn, salute, Colonel Corn, and finally Rose. Not bad little collectibles. And I guess the beauty of these too is, unlike the Mario, if you pick up doubles of these, or triples, or quadruples, that's alright. You can basically just play out Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare in front of your eyes using multiples of different characters. Today's collectible spot, we were having a look at the brand new, I just cut off. Let's see if I can find a bag that's not, well, it's still kind of cut off. We were having a look though. There's the pamphlet. Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2. This was Series 4 blind bags from the folks over at Connects. You can find these now in toy stores, retail stores, and so much more. Stay tuned, guys. Spot's going to have more collectible spots, more blind bags coming to you very, very soon. As always, thanks for watching as you always do. See you next time.